Welcome back to another video. It is finally time that we get back on the grind. We finished harvesting beets the other day, so we're going to be having a bunch of time now to get some content out for you guys. But today we're doing a little goose hunting, a little small feed, like 250 geese, and they're sitting in a black field, a tilled wheat field, and they're kind of grouped up. They're grouped up pretty good, but we're going to run an A-frame this time, no layout, and I think we're just going to do some stick stubble, etc. But we are filling up gas right now. We got like a 30-minute drive. I think we're running like 15 dozen dye bombs. I'm not sure though. If you guys are not following us on Instagram, make sure you guys drop a follow. I'll put that right there. If you guys also aren't subscribed to us, definitely subscribe. We're going to have a ton of content out this year. And we did just drop a website where you can find this sick Smackem hat. I'll put that in the link below in this video, or you can find it on our Instagram or Facebook. But Dustin and Luke, they're inside getting stuff at Casey's, probably a pizza, I don't know. Hey.
Whoa there! Who are you?
Hey.
Oh, you're hiding behind a garbage can?
No, that's me. Dumpster man. You know, we got all kinds of groceries here.
They had Mountain Dews for $3 for $4. So we got 50 Mountain Dews. She's gonna bring the rest out for us on a cart. And then we're gonna hit the road. She's gonna bring the rest out on a pallet jack, and then we're gonna get at her here.
So I'm just kind of replicating what I did the other day. I'm getting a bunch of tree branches, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover the A-frame in tree branches, make sure our heads are covered for these birds. There's no wind today, so I have a feeling they're probably gonna circle us quite a bit. But running an A-frame middle of the field with tree branches, like I said. What we're gonna do is we're gonna taper off on either side of the A-frame and around us, so it doesn't just look like one square, just one solid blob out of nowhere. It's gonna kind of taper it off like it's just some growth out in the middle of the field. That's something we haven't really done in the past, where we've just stubbled the A-frame and made the A-frame look good, which is fine, but we want to make it look more around us like it's not just one solid blob. I mean, even if your A-frame is stubbled up all good, that can look kind of weird. So I did this yesterday on my solo hunt, which will be on the tube by the time this video's out, so you should go check that out. It worked out pretty good for me. I had a lot of birds in close, and I didn't have any flare. I had some come right over the top of me, so we're gonna try and replicate what I did yesterday, do that again, but right now I'm just cutting some branches. So
we'll try to land this one right here. I'm gonna fire this up. I'm just gonna mix the gas now. We're gonna fire this up. I got the chains out. We're gonna drop this one, get the auger out on the Bobcat, drill a hole, plant this tree by the A-frame.
Alright, so we got the A-frame set up and we got everything stubbled, and like Dustin was saying, with those tree branches, we kind of have some like stuck in the ground looking like they're natural trees that are growing out of it, and it looks pretty good. I'll show you guys. So that's what it is. There's the A-frame, obviously. There's just little branches sticking out of the ground. So I've never ran it before, but Dustin had some luck doing it in the last video, so we'll see if these geese want to play this morning and see how they work it. But we're running 10 dozen V2Fs, and we kind of have, it's kind of like a W, I want to say. We don't really know what we wanted to do, so we're going to see how the spread's going to work and make adjustments to when we need to do it. We're just waiting for the geese to fly, and then once they start flying, we'll get back to you guys.
Two out back. Just two. I know I'm saying.
yeah. My gun was all up in the tree. Got one.
Broke those two off at least.
Well, we got one cackler. We had two split off in that bigger group, and they just came back and they landed. They want this more darker dirt spot for some reason. Last night when I was watching them, they're kind of right where we were, kind of in this more golden part of the field, but over where they're landing, it's just straight black. These geese have been comfortable in this field for a long time, so there's a bunch of more geese to come in, and these, I didn't see any cacklers in this field last night, so I don't know where these ones came from. We don't really have migrating weather for any geese to be pushing down, but hopefully we can get a few more here.
If they go off your end, dump down. Alright, so when we set up this morning, and Colin said they had been in a black part of the field, and we came out here and there's like a black strip that we're set up on, and this golden part. Apparently they were in that part of the black field because I walked over there to scare up the first couple flocks that landed over there. And there's a bunch of green sprouts coming up. I almost guarantee that's what they want because every single flock has flown right past us, not really giving us much of a look, and just went and sat straight down over there. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So I just pulled up and shot those. Those were just right here. So I don't know. We might try hunting that again another time, but actually down there. But right now it's looking like that's where they want to be. I mean, they're not flaring off of us. I've had a couple birds give us a look. We peeled a pair off earlier, but they want that green field down there. So hey, another click on my third shot. So basically these geese are just flying over us, and even the ones we shot at are still going straight into that green field. I'm just taking shots that they're passing straight over the A-frame or they're 35 yards out. Every time I've pulled up to shoot, I've got a couple, but I'm having some gun malfunctions today that are kind of aggravating me. I'm gonna take my gun apart and look at it when I get home. Couple more honkers. We got one cackler and I think four big ones. So we're gonna keep waiting, see if any more flocks come over us, but they definitely want to be down there, which is unfortunate. Oh, those like the A-frame. Well, my gun clicked, but I acted fast and I racked one back and shot. All right, well, Colin's shooting now. I'm behind the camera. Gun's probably gonna click, but about how today's been going, I just got my 8th goose, but here comes some geese that might pass over us, so.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like I didn't shoot any, but I watched one sail into the field and I got my 5th goose of the year, so.
He's flopping way down there. Must have heart shot it or something.
I just grabbed that goose in that field over there and it was stone dead when I picked it up, so I'm assuming it was a brain shot or a heart shot or something like Dustin was saying. But I think the flight is pretty much done. It's about 9:30 right now, so we're gonna start picking off. We're gonna check out these geese, see if there's any bands on any of them, because they're sitting on a pond over here close to the road, so we can easily access it with the binocs. Luke's got his big camera. But we did end the morning with 9 geese, which, you know, you can't complain shooting 9 geese with basically just Dustin shooting, and those 3 shots I took. And Dustin's he's got a good shot. I think he missed maybe 2 shots today. But we're probably gonna scout the same field sometime this week and maybe get on a hunt on that, but we're gonna do some more scouting this week, because like I was saying, we're done with farming for a bit until we gotta haul wheat back to the plant, so we got a bunch of time to hunt. Gonna try to target some specks this week, maybe some snows and blues, but there's a ton of birds around North Dakota right now, so we're not really too worried on not finding a field.
Alright, so we just finished packing up. Ended up with 9. Got 1 little cackler. We shot a couple of those the other day. I think we shot 6 cacklers the other day. We got 1 out of this hunt, the rest are all big ones. And honestly, after we saw those first couple of flocks going into that other field, I didn't have that high hopes for this, but they started flying they'd be coming across the field super low, and it seemed like they'd see our decoys and fly towards us a little bit, and then they'd just come over us and keep going to over there. So we just started shooting them as they came over us. It was like 25, 30, 35 yard shots most of the time. So they're definitely killable range, and I had some gun problems today. Wasn't too happy about that, but I'm gonna dissect it when I get home. I'll take my whole firing assembly apart, look at my trigger, or my firing pin. I got a feeling that it was something to do with either my firing pin spring or trigger assembly. There's a little hammer that goes up when you pull the trigger and it hits your firing pin, and then your firing pin hits your primer on the shell, which makes it explode, and then boom. I'm gonna take all that apart and clean it out real good. Hopefully that'll fix it. We'll see on the next hunt, but ended up still getting my 8. Shooting wasn't terrible. I pulled up on the first pair and only got one with 3 shots, which I definitely should have got both of those, but you win and you lose sometimes. All in all, good hunt. I mean, we still got my limit. The guys got some good footage. Luke got some cool pictures. And as always, make sure you subscribe if you're watching this video. Like the video, smash that thumbs up. Leave us a comment what you want to see. Still looking for ideas for this summer. What you want to see us do during the summer. We got bow fishing, turkey hunting. That's more of a spring thing. We'll have spring snow goose, fishing in the summer, probably some pigeon hunting in the summer. But drop that in the comments what you want to see. And thanks for watching the video. We'll catch you on the next one.